I would like to welcome everyone to beautiful Rainbow Gardens. We're about to celebrate the coming together, coming together of John and Kimberly. Now we know that the union of husband and wife in heart, body, and mind is intended for their mutual joy, for their help, for their comfort that they give to each other in both the times of prosperity and adversity. Therefore, it is into this union that you two come now to be joined. This is your day. As a couple, this day will always be remembered as that most wonderful day when you began your lives together as husband and wife, because from this day forth, you're recalled the seasons and the years by April the 22nd in the year 2023. And now before you exchange your vows and give rings to each other, I would like to share just a few thoughts with you. First is your friendship. Always be the friends that you two are today. And we all know that that's one of the main reasons that they're both standing here about to pledge their lives to each other. And so as best friends, you would do well to always cherish that friendship. Because when you stop and really think about it, you both get to share your secrets, your desires, your hopes, your dreams, and even your fears with each other. There's a trust that comes in friendship and marriage that says that you can share all of your emotions, one with each other, and you'll both hold those sacred. And all married couples should recognize that marriage is not just an event, but rather it is a continual process. And next is your love. Always love each other the way you do right now. And we also know that love is not purely an emotion, yet it's part of that decision that you're choosing to make, again on this your special day. Remember that your love for each other will always protect, always trust, always hope, and always persevere one for another. And lastly is your commitment to each other. And we know that this commitment depends upon you both individually and as well as a couple. So as you begin each new day together, commit within your heart to give all that you can one to another. And now at this time, John and Kimberly, as you're holding each other's hands, we now have your declaration of consent. So John, sir, first to you. John, do you take Kimberly to be your wife, to live together in the promise of marriage? Do you promise to love, respect, and support her? Do you give yourself completely to her, as long as you both shall live? And if you agree, would you please respond, I do?
I do.
Right. And Kimberly, to you. Kimberly, do you take John to be your husband, to live together in the promise of marriage? Do you promise to love, respect, and support him? Do you give yourself completely to him, as long as you both shall live? And if you also agree, would you please respond, I do?
I do.
All right, good job, you guys. And now, this time I know that you both have a few special words, a few special vows that you would like to share with each other. So I'm going to reach right back here, and I'm going to grab a microphone. Now I can hold it, or you can hold it, okay? Give that to you.
Thank you. If I don't look at you, it's not because I don't want to.
I'm not. I get it. I get it.
Okay. John Brillshook. Over the last 3 years, it is incredible for me to be able to say out loud that the man that I hoped I would continue to go on many dates with following our first is now the man that I hold the absolute honor of loving and spending the rest of my life with. Those that know me know I am a believer in universal energy and the power of attraction, whether given by the universe or God. The timing that you came into my life was at a time of healing, growth, and personal exploration to become the very best woman I wanted to become. Although I know you were also at a very similar point in your life, you fit into mine in what felt like, and later was indeed perfect timing. We weren't looking for each other, but we were meant to find one another. And by no means were we rushing into a relationship, but yet found ourselves in a state of being absolutely infatuated with one another. When people naturally fall into place in your life, that is not by coincidence. If that is truly the divine timing of the universe or God, then I don't know what is. I try to pinpoint when I had an aha moment of loving you, and I couldn't. The more I recall, I don't remember a time that I didn't love you. Your humor, your chivalrous actions, your laugh, your secure state of being vulnerable and creating a state of comfort for me. To be in with you were all qualities I yearned for in a partner and were absolutely infatuated with. Finding a partner who could empathize and reciprocate emotional intelligence was what ignited my love for you, not much more. And damn, you're the most handsome man alive. That certainly was a factor. Loving you from the start was effortless and carefree. Falling for you wasn't falling at all. I felt like I was already home. And that is a special and undeniably beautiful feeling to have with someone. You have opened my world to promises that do not break and flowers that do not rot. You have shown me what love is supposed to feel and look like. You make me feel alive and remind me that life is truly a beautiful gift to live unapologetically every day with an open heart and mind. Your outlook on life very much reminds me of your father, which in such little time, I hold those memories near and dear to my heart of when I was able to speak with him. When I look at you, I see your father, a man that understands to show strength and defend his family when it is appropriate, but always remembers the importance of a loving and gentle approach with all those near and dear to him. A man with such a deep-rooted love of nature, animals, and all his surroundings, you continue to teach me just how beautiful life is, and to never take one breath for granted. A man that was deep-rooted into family values and has passed that along through you. A man who taught his son, his only son, the importance of loving, respecting, cherishing, and devoting himself to the woman that he loves. With that, I could not be more lucky to find a man who has thought such superb qualities that I believe every woman should have in a life partner. How incredibly lucky that I am. For all of that, I wish I could thank him for the incredible man that he helped raise. I was given the ultimate privilege to be able to love, cherish, and devote myself to that wonderful man's only son. To me, you are my everything. Everything I have ever prayed for and dreamt of. Your love means everything to me. How you treat me like the most beautiful and respected woman in the world is unmatched. The way you love me on the difficult days, the best days, and the days where life just seems at a standstill is quite literally everything to me. Our love is the most intense, pure, and quite possibly the most beautiful bond that we share. Love doesn't even begin to describe what you and I have. I've heard that when you meet your soulmate, you have loved them in another lifetime, as if we have reconnected time and time again. Conversations, memories, and day-to-day routines seem like a familiarity of decades before us. To be able to find you in this lifetime is the ultimate blessing. To to be with you in a past lifetime, this lifetime, and all lifetimes to come is where I always want to be. The meaning of being by your side is much more great than I believe you realize. To be by your side as your woman, your other half, wife, and soon to be mother of our son is an absolute honor and pride that I carry every day. These roles I take very seriously. Through the times of obstacles and challenges, I would have not chosen any other decision other than to stand by you and your family through every moment. I truly believe all those moments are the recipe of what stands before our loved ones here with us today. Two individuals who have not only chosen, but have welcomed one another with open arms, accepted and respects one another for their flaws, strengths, weaknesses, quirks, and most importantly, the most enchanting and genuine way to love one another. Two individuals who have chosen to become one singular unit. You have taught me that home is not just compiled of four walls. Home is a car ride together, camping in a tent under the stars, under the roof of our home, in a hotel room, and even in a hospital bed. Home to me is not a compilation of the physical beams, boards, and insulation. Home is wherever I am with you. So for you, my love, I stand before you. I stand before you and read you my vows. Though we will have days that are harder than others, one of us needs to hold one another a little bit tighter, or we are on an absolute high of life. This I promise to you. I promise to love you with my whole being as I have every day, and allow that love to grow and flourish as we take the journey of life together. I promise to continue to create a safe space for you to feel validated, heard, respected, and even frustrated when you feel it most necessary. That safe space will always be present without judgment or ridicule. I promise to be your crutch on the days where you need more support and a helping hand to get through when you feel depleted. I promise to give you and showcase the love you deserve and have always deserved through words of affirmation, physical touch, acts of service, quality time, and your favorite gift giving. Because though certain love languages are favored more than others, between us both we certainly express all five to one another. I promise to make your father proud. I promise to make your father proud in all aspects of being the very best wife and mother to our son that I can be, for the incredible son that he has raised and that has walked into my life. I will be sure to be your rock, your comfort, to provide you with shared laughter. My jokes are actually funny. To give you the same love that I know you give to me and your family every day, for all days in this lifetime and in the next. I promise to be loyal, dedicated, and devoted to you in all aspects of our marriage. To share a marriage with you is to share a lifetime of happiness and true love consistently. Feeling like another day waking up to you is another day to be eternally grateful for the amazing life we have built together. To spend forever with my best friend and true rock is something I will cherish and nurture forever. I could not ask for anything more fulfilling in this life. As we will continue to disagree or agree on this saying, it is of the utmost importance for me to make immensely clear to you that words will never truly describe my love for you, at least not all words to depict my love. To this lifetime of love, adventure, building together, and in all other lifetimes to come. John Shook, I love you so much more, plus 2 times 4.
I can't kiss her yet. All right. That's beautiful.
If I can hold the microphone.
Yeah, could you hold it for me? Where did I even start? Right. I think I'm ready. Kimberly Lynn Bendrick. We made a bid. We both know that you and I are a pair of hopeless romantic dreamers. Sometimes we fly a little too close to the sun. Sometimes we have to keep our feet nailed to the ground. It's funny and almost ironic how our life together, our collective dream, keeps us both grounded while simultaneously providing us the wind that lifts our wings. I believe that which is most sacred in this life, in essence, is singularity or oneness, comprised of dualities that can be complex, complementary, and contradictory all at once. You are not only the love of my life and my best friend, but our very souls fit together like some sort of ethereal juxtaposed reflection. We are a manifestation of this singularity out of duality, as we have become one spirit comprised of two souls with an absolutely essential dichotomy. We are not the same, my love, but we are one. We always will be, before this life and in the next. Before I met you, I thought I had an adequate understanding of the concept of true love and what it entails. An understanding I'd amassed solely through the wide-eyed observation of the many strong and exemplary relationships I've been surrounded by. My mother and father, your mother and father, my sister and brother-in-law, my grandparents, all of my aunts and uncles, my best friends, and the lives they are building with their partners now. It's been a privilege and a blessing to watch, and a valuable lesson. But without you, my own deeper understanding of love would always be incomplete and therefore insufficient. But I have such sincere gratitude for all of those strong relationships, because they provided me with the foundation and the faith and love that prepared me for the day that you would come into my life. Now, what I could never even begin to comprehend or anticipate was the sheer amount of potential, bliss, and fulfillment that a good woman's love will bring into a man's life, especially a struggling man who knows he could and should be more. It is difficult to put into words, but I've learned that this force can pluck a man straight from the depth of his own psyche and place him gently on new and forgiving grounds, conducive for growth. It can take that concealed and suppressed inner child who resides deeply within a man and provide him the safety, security, and freedom to finally come out and play. It holds a power that has inspired artists, poets, and authors for as long as services have held paint and for as long as stories have been told, but I think it's something that you can't wholly understand until you found your person. Exactly 8 years ago, and exactly 8 years and 1 week ago today, I wrote something down which I have revisited recently. And while I was quite dispirited at the time of writing it, I am now able to view it from a different angle. One day, someone will look upon this heart I have been fixing. They won't see the hours I've worked to chisel the charred edges, or the many times that my desperate hands were the only things keeping it from falling to the ground in pieces again. But they will see something in it that I've been searching for my whole life. And in that moment, it will be enough. I will be enough. Someone will love this heart, and for the first time, there will be no question, condition, or uncertainty. One day, I won't have to keep fixing myself. One day. Reading this today and viewing it beneath a different light, I can feel the sliver of hope hiding in the background, and I think a part of me always knew you were out there for me. That day came, and nothing could have prepared me for the love you had in store for me. You were like a distant star in a Las Vegas night sky that has always been concealed by artificial light and artificial people. And when my soul needed you the most, you proudly stepped forward to shine just for me. And yet I know you will forever attempt to insist that you are the lucky one. You were born, and the cosmos gained a heroine, a healer, and a holder of hands, kind to all creatures and gentle to every blade of grass. Always so beautiful in attribute and action and aura. My destroyer of vices and my queen of virtue. For the honor of your hand in marriage, I vow to love you completely, fiercely, and with every second that slips through our fingers. I vow to stand by your side always as a supporting, loving, and present husband. I vow to always grow with you, to keep my mind open, humbled, and prepared to endure the ebb and flow of life and our journey together. I vow to always fight to protect you, our son, and the life we envision for our family. Having each other, we already have everything we will ever need to create the life we have always wanted. I vow to silence every inner voice who might dare to tell you that you are anything less than what you are. Give me your bad hair days. Give me your clumsy hands. Give me your cleaning frenzies and your routine Target trips. Give me the busy days running errands, listening to music shuffle algorithms that do not seem to be aware that rock music exists. Give me your worst dad jokes, your silliest dances, and your best Celine Dion impressions. Give me your trigger-happy tear ducts and every other piece of yourself that you may mistakenly view as an imperfection. And I will give you a love that consistently reassures, reinforces, and encourages you to be all of yourself. That allows you to know that your mind, body, and soul are all safe with me. I love you, for all that you are now, for all that you will become. I also love you because I choose to. Our love is now more than a profoundly powerful and emotional state of being, but it's also a choice and a commitment that I now fully understand and vow to stay true to. Choosing to take these vows and spend the rest of my life with you is the easiest decision I've ever had to make. You are my life, and you are my passion. You are my beatitude. You are my home. I love you, darling.
John and Kimberly, I know that for everyone here, thank you for allowing us to be part of such amazing and incredible words to each other. And now also, in just a moment, you'll be giving rings to each other. And Corbin, I know that you're ready to open that box and present the rings. And as the rings are presented, we know that the rings are an outward representation
Hold that for me.
of a commitment.
Can you
of
hold the
heart.
box?
And as everyone will see your rings for years to come, they'll know that your heart, mind, and life belong to someone that you love and care for with everything that you have. So John, if I could now have you to repeat after me as you place that incredible ring on Kimberly's finger. With this ring,
With this ring,
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
All that I am,
All that I am,
all that I have,
all that I have,
I give to you now.
I give to you now.
Good job.
Right. Kimberly, if I could have you to repeat after me as you place the ring on John's finger. With this ring,
With this ring,
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
All that I am,
All that I am,
all that I have,
all that I have,
I give to you now.
I give to you.
Right. All right, let me have you rejoin hands there for me. John and Kimberly, you're entering into a deeper commitment today. And I know that for all the family and friends that are here, that they all know that your love and your marriage will indeed last a lifetime. I would encourage you to be true to those incredible words that you just shared with each other. And from this day forward, live in such a manner that no word, deed, or action would ever cause you to doubt your love one for another. So then, because of the vows that you two have exchanged here today, I now pronounce you husband and wife, and John, you may now kiss your lovely bride. All right, let's get your bouquet, and I get to say one last thing.
Okay.
And it is with great pleasure that I am the first to introduce Mr. and Mrs. John and Kimberly Shaw. Congratulations, everyone, would please stand. And again, congratulations.
Hello, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I am Kim's childhood best friend from Jersey. Please bear with me as myself and my fellow bridesmaids have lots of love to deliver to the lovely couple tonight. Okay, from Shelby. I have known Kim for many years and I have never seen her so happy. We have experienced so much in life together, and I could not be more thrilled for the love that she has found in her relationship with John. They are so perfect together in the way that they see life and the goals that they have set. They always have fun and have such a bright outlook on the future that they will share. It is destiny. My wish for them is that they will always be as happy and in love as they are today and experience many continued blessings ahead. From Kaylee. I met Kim at work a few years ago. She was training and learning the aspects of my job as I was moving into another position in the organization. I knew the minute we sat down together, our relationship was going to be more than just acquaintances at work. I felt an instant connection that we were going to be friends. As our relationship grew, and I knew I could trust her with anything and everything. Kim, you are more than just a friend. You are the sister I never had. We have shared our dreams and aspirations, and I am so excited that I can stand by your side and see your dream of starting a family turn into a reality. I could not have imagined a more perfect match for you than John. You both love each other unconditionally, protect each other, and always have each other's backs and care without ceasing. I am so happy that you have found each other and are starting this journey of your lives together. I love you both so much. From Hillary. Good evening, everyone. I have been friends with Kim since our time in high school. We have truly been through everything together, and I am so honored to be here celebrating her and her new hubby tonight. With 14 years of friendship, I've watched Kim grow immensely and change in more ways than one. And even though I've just met John some short time ago, I have seen the love and devotion Kim and John have for each other is surreal. Their relationship is pure and one that couples thrive to have. You both are truly a perfect match for each other, and I can't wait to watch your love flourish as time goes on and to share that same amount of love with your little family. Congratulations to you both on this very special day. To Mason and Kim, get ready. Mason, as your older sister, things have not always been easy, especially in those first 3 days when I asked Mom and Dad when they were taking you back to the hospital. Things only went up from there as I have gotten to watch you grow and develop over the years into the man you are today. Growing up with only 2 sisters, taking on the role of being the second man of the house, certified rebel of the family, and yet an internal scholar, while also being the middle, least favorite child, is no easy task. But wow, have you come to show us. I strive to reach your level of insightfulness and intellect. I wish to be as steady in my lust for learning, and I long to be a friend so loyal with a mind so in tune with my convictions that no one questions where I stand. You're an old soul with a strong heart and a fierce mind to achieve anything you want. I have no doubt that you will apply all of these qualities in being a husband and father. Kim, well, goodness, my brother couldn't have found a more perfect piece to the puzzle than you. You're the sister we always needed and expected him to provide. You fit in so well, it's almost scary. I will always find immense joy in watching our husbands roll their eyes with how crazy similar all of us 3 are. Your kindness and your heart are hard to come by, but your hype girl status is on another level. I'm pretty sure if I needed to bury a body, I could call you and you would just laugh and say, well, I guess you had your reasons. I'll be there in 5. We are so happy to welcome you into the family and couldn't be more happy for the life that is starting here today. Keep making Dad proud. From Royale. Mace, as your crazy and also rule-breaking little sister, I want to thank you for being so rebellious growing up. Your adventurous middle kid self took the light off me, and you always took the blame when we were so little. Mom and Dad were always wondering where you were at and what you were doing, and not me, so thanks a lot. Now, I think we can agree that with me and we both are taking the lead for the troublesome sibling title, and here Royale is still being compliant and the obedient one. Even though we tie in that sibling aspect, you have me beat in everything else. You encompass all the things I wish to be. Your brain grasps concepts I can't even imagine. Your heart shows compassion and understanding to everyone you come into contact with, even though it's not always deserving. Your old soul is truly genuine and incomparable to anyone I've met. I look up to you in so many ways, and I'm so grateful to have you as my brother, and a very protective one at that. I never had to worry about getting into problems with anyone because I knew you would always have my back and hop in with me in any fight if I needed you or not. You're one hell of an amazing person, and I can't wait to see you as a dad. Oh, Kim, where to even start? You're an absolute angel. You're more than a blessing in all of our lives. You are his perfect match, and I couldn't have hoped for anyone else for him. But more importantly, you're Royale and I's perfect match to have as a sister. Ever since we all met you on the 4th of July, we all knew Mason had got his forever that he deserved. Dad even knew from the start that you were the one and loved you as his own, and he was a tough cookie to crack. You stay being our family's backbone, hype woman, and you're the positive soul that our big personality family needs. You've become one of my best friends, and I'm so happy to officially have you as your older sister. And for both of you, I know without a doubt, Dad is here celebrating right next to us and will be busting a move with all of us on the dance floor. He was and still is your guys' biggest fan. Last thing, Mason, I know Dad is proud of the man you are today and every day. Love, Allie. My sissy. When I think of our friendship, I'm often brought back to lining out outside Franklin Elementary School, wearing our little white socks with the white lace trim and our hair pinned with butterfly barrettes. In 4th grade, your family moved to Vegas to start a new chapter. We relied back then on having the correct home address to send letters and printed out pictures to in order to stay in touch. Now here we are on a day that I know you've dreamt about for years. I'm truly so honored to be standing here by your side today. You introduced me to my second home where every visit is better than the last. All the car jam sessions, hours of FaceTime calls, endless unconditional love and support, and running full speed towards each other in the airport and not being apologetic about it at all. And although I am a little salty about losing you so long ago, seeing you the love you and John share makes it all make sense. The universe knew that the love of your life was waiting for you here. And John, thank you for treating my sissy with the love and respect she so deserves. I wish you both all the happiness in the world. I love you. Thank you.
So there are a couple of us up here because they felt that they wanted to express themselves through their own voices, exactly. I'm going to start it off. My name's Christian Wu. I've been Mason's friend since elementary school. We've lived down the street from each other for 20 years. And I would be up here for a very long time if I went over all the experiences that we've gone through together, because his family brought me in as if I was one of them, as if I was your brother, you know. So it's to go over everything would be a lot for sure. So, but more than anything, I'm very thrilled and thankful to be here, to be a part of this wedding, and for you guys to allow me to be up here speaking, and I can be more thankful for that. But to you guys in the future, and Kim, the day that he introduced you to myself, And to all of us, I instantly knew that the way that you came into the friend group and the Shook family, and I instantly knew that you were the one as well. Talking about attraction, law of attraction, and all that in your speech, it truly does make perfect sense that you two are going to be together forever, and I'm extremely happy to be a part of this. Thank you guys both very much.
All right, I'm up next. Good evening, everyone. My name's Cabio. A lot of people here. Cowboy. For some reason, a lot of us all got nicknames and multiple aliases, so one of them is actually Pirate and Elvis tonight. I wrote a few things down. I'll try to be short and sweet, but to those of you who were here earlier and got to witness me rip my pants, you're welcome. I am accepting tips. But I just wanted to say a few things about Mason and Kin here, man. I've known Mason for about 14 years now. We originally met in summer camp weightlifting, sophomore year, where clearly I was the stronger guy. And you know, from there, you know, Mason has always had a lot of hobbies and things that he's loved, you know, such as arrow making, cigars, comic books, stones, crystals, axes, knives. I mean, the list goes on, you know. But, you know, Kim came into his life, and, you know, you guys, you really made it make sense for Mason. You know, I've never seen Mason commit to something so wholeheartedly and with unwavering trust, such as this commitment relationship with you, Kim. I think that speaks volumes to the type of woman and partner you are to Mason. Kim came into Mason's life and has an incredible ability to use reason and logic to keep it all together, keep him on task. And I've got to witness the positive impact that you both make on each other. You both have won first place in the race to love and life, and as the late great Ricky Bobby would say, if you ain't first, you're last. Shake and bake. You both are truly made for each other, and I wish you nothing but the best in your journey, and I'm honored to be sharing this day with you. I love you guys.
How's it going, everybody? I'll keep it short and sweet as well. I just want to highlight a couple of qualities that are very endearing for me, for Mason, as well as share a funny story that everyone may not know. As a little introduction to myself, I've known Mason since I was 5 years old. Mason's been one of my first best friends, but not just one of my first best friends, he's been one of my first friends. And so when you know somebody that long, you go through everything together. So I've been with Mason through his first job, his first house, his first car, and his first marriage. And likewise, Mason's been there for everything for me. And Mason, you know, like, consistently has been the most empathetic person of our friend group. As Kim said, you know, when you speak to Mason, you feel very vulnerable, you feel very comfortable, and like, we appreciate that so much as being that medium of a therapist to our friend group. And yeah, I can't even put that into words. Like, Mason, that means so much to me. Outside of that, I think we all know that, you know, I'm just gonna say Mason is the bravest person in this room. And a story to accompany that is, we had a bonfire in Little Mexico. It was a big party, and Mason disappeared for 10 or 15 minutes. And we were like, where's Mason? But, you know, we trusted him, you know. Mason was a daredevil, so we felt good about it. And then we just hear, hey, hey, and then we look up, and it's the tallest mountain I've ever seen. I may be a little drunk, but, you know, it's the tallest mountain I've ever seen, and Mason's on top of that mountain, and he's just screaming, hey. And so between our group of friends, we call that day Mason Day. And the reason why I want to bring that up, Mason, is because metaphorically, you and Kim have reached the highest mountain. You know, you made it to the top of the mountain, not by yourself, but with Kim. So I love to celebrate Mason Day, but I'm looking forward to celebrating Mason and Kim Day, April 22nd. Yeah, I don't know how to express it, Mason, but I'm so proud of you. I'm holding back the profanity, I'm sorry. I'm so proud of you, Mason, and you know, we do love you guys so much, and it means so much to us.
All right, guys, first off, I'd like to thank the bride and groom for bringing us all together on their special day. So let's give them a round of applause. This has been an absolutely amazing celebration. It's been an honor to stand by your side today and watch you guys, express your love for one another. I too have known Mason for almost 15 years. I'm just finding out today his name's actually John, so we're gonna need to have a talk about that later. But when it comes to friends, they just don't get any better than this guy right here. He's been the kind of friend that'll truly have your back to the end, no matter what life throws at you. Outnumbered 3-1 in a fight, you want him in your corner. Need a good laugh while you lick your wounds afterwards? He's your guy. Mason's your guy. Kim, I know that Mason will give you loyalty, courage, perseverance in your marriage every day. I know that because it's just who he is as a man. And lastly, I know you will, but please take care of our friend and love him with all you've got. I can't wait to see the life you two create together, with your little one on the way as well. Ladies and gentlemen, a toast to the new Mr. and Mrs. Shook.
3 inches has been incredibly surreal. For me, the last year has been so much of just wanting to make this day the best day I could possibly make it for Kim. I didn't know how much of an impact and how powerful this was going to be for me as well. And I've never been more excited to marry someone in my life, but to be here in this room with all the people that we love, and it's overwhelming. It is very overwhelming to hear the words that have been said about both Kim and I. We're truly blessed, and I truly appreciate everyone who's here tonight, and we love you all.
Let the moment take us by surprise.